Good.
Doing good, and you?
Good. What y'all think about government IDs?
I never really had a thought about it. Why?
About not having it to vote or having it to vote? Why we should or shouldn't have it to vote?
Me personally, I didn't really think about it, but since you asked me on the spot, I feel like, what's the point of it? I mean, everybody should vote on it.
Right?
Yeah.
But it also comes with people stealing each other's identities as well as discrimination.
I didn't think about that.
Okay? Well, people can steal each other's identities by going into the voting centers and acting as someone else. Like say they go to a poll. And if we don't have to use IDs, then what? They stealing each other's identities. Or a candidate could send someone to vote under other people's names that don't even exist.
Yeah.
Just to get votes to win the races.
So, now what about the people that don't have a government official ID that want to vote?
Well, they would just have to go get IDs. I know some people do like having IDs, but I just feel it's a need that we should have them to be able to vote. Because if we don't, then a lot of fraudulent things can happen in the voting process. As well as discrimination between race and being a female and being a male. Because some males think females still should be able to vote. Or some males think that females should have an opinion on who's president or who's senator and who's not.
Okay, so for some of this about, so what can we do to better the situation?
Make sure everyone has a government ID, identification. It can better help with the voting process, like to identify who they are. Because if we can't identify you, then what?
You're right. So how many states have this law?
35. 35 states have this law that are strict. Some are non-strict, like you can have it, but they really don't care that you have it.
It's not required.
Right.
So you feel like all 50 states should
Yes.
enforce this rule?
Because I'm sure there's a lot of things going on in those different states between the fraud and stuff that people don't even know about. They might not even know that people are doing this under fraudulent names. They could go in and vote under whatever name they want to vote under. So,
But even with IDs, you can still get scared.
right, that's why I feel like it should be a photo ID, not just any identification card. A photo ID.
Now, how you feel about SSN and with Social Security numbers? You feel like it can be a form of identification too?
Not really, because it doesn't have a photo. It's
Right.
best to have photo IDs rather than just, any identification, because I know in some states all you need is an address.
But you gotta understand that with a Social Security number, not everybody has a copy of their photo ID, but some people have their Social Security cards.
Right.
And with that number, you can look up all your past records, all your
I do agree with you on that point, but I feel like everyone should have their photo ID. If they don't have a photo ID, then they shouldn't be able to vote.
So you telling me if I randomly just lose my wallet the day before the voting was open, I can't go vote? Even though I'm a registered voter, I can't go
Well, even though you're a registered voter, you can. You just have to have some form of identification. But if you're not, you can't just go register to vote under any name and expect to be able to vote.